Well, here we are. Now look, see, yeah, it's only a little piece of desert, but it's 102 degrees out right now. The humidity is real low. It's like about 8 or 9%, and the sun index is at 10, so it's like really hot right now. So I figured while I was wandering along, going back home, carrying the groceries. Yeah, see, I got them all tied to me. Right, I thought I'd give you guys some desert survival tips. Tip number 1, bring your friend. Right, make sure you have some. Right, if you only have a little bit, be very conservative with what you do. See me? I got like 3/4 of a bottle right now. Right, so right now as we start across the desert, I'm gonna take a drink. You have to be very conservative with your water, because the more water you drink, right, 2 things happen. Number 1, you sweat more, and that makes you more thirsty. Number 2, when you're more thirsty, you drink your water faster, right? Okay, and then you run out of water sooner, right? Okay, so be very conservative with your water, number 1. Number 2, if you're out driving in a car and you're in the desert and your car breaks down, right? Okay, use your phone, and you have a phone, right? Use your phone to call somebody, right? Now the biggest thing you do want to do right now is stay with your car, right? Because that's the easiest way they're going to find you. If you wander away from your car, right, odds are they're probably not going to find you until it's almost too late. So 2, stay with your car if your car breaks down out in the desert, right? And you know, right? Number 3, if your phone, right, doesn't work, right, and there's no signal, right, then the best thing to do is to use some of the apps, right, that you already installed on your phone, you know, like the Compass app, the same Where Am I app, you know, Google Maps app if you have one, you know, these ones that work offline, right, because then at least you have an idea of where you're at, right? And before you even take off, you want to download the map of the area where you're at, right? So at the very least you have an idea of where you are when you get stuck, and you have an idea of how to get out of there if you have to walk. Right here, number 4, right? If your phone does have signal but it's dead and your vehicle is dead, right, odds are the battery is still good in the vehicle. So, right, take along with you one of those vehicle charging cords for your battery so that you can charge your phone back up so that you can use it. Pretty good idea right there, huh? Number 5. Oh, excuse me. Man, it's hot out here. Number 5, right? Try to wear light colored clothing. Yeah, look at me. See, I'm wearing gray shirt, you know, and try to wear better shoes than these. These shoes suck, right? But they're the only ones that I have, right? And I made another video about bone bruises and stone bruises, and the reason I got one is because of these shitty ass shoes, right? It makes your foot hurt. It makes walking hard. That's why I'm walking slow. Alright, so try to wear light colored clothing, long sleeves if you can. You know, remember, you're going to be out in the desert, and the sun index out here is way different than anywhere else. Right? And let's see, where am I? Number 6. Right? If you do decide to take off, I gotta switch hands. This one's getting tired. I don't have a selfie stick. See, I've told you guys that like a million times, though. Alright, here, let's switch to this side. If you do decide to take off and go walking, right, try your best, right, to find a lot of shade. Just as you can see out here, there ain't much shade except for over there at the culvert and the freeway. Oh, I pointed out at the sky, didn't I? See over there. I'm using the pinpoint camera, right, because I don't want the wind noise. But anyways, try to find yourself some shade, and when you do find some shade, sit in the shade for you know, a good little while, 20, 30, 40 minutes if you can, before you decide to take off. Right, because the shade will cool you down and it'll make you less thirsty, and you won't be consuming your water as fast. Right, let's see, number 7. Right, just because you're on a road doesn't mean that that road goes somewhere. Remember, we're out here in the middle of the boondocks. Right, a lot of times roads don't go anywhere because people, they drive out to a spot, it becomes a known spot, and then that's where the road ends. See, so you might be walking down a dead-end road, you don't know it. Just because you come to a road doesn't mean it's going to take you somewhere. Be mindful of where you're going. Here, number 8, right? the easiest way to figure out which direction you're traveling is this. When you're standing facing the sun, when the sun is above you, right here in front of you, you're looking to the south. When you're standing with your back to the sun, you're facing north, right? So therefore, if you're facing north, on your right hand side is east and on your left hand side is west, right? So if you're facing towards the sun, you're walking south, right? See, because the sun goes like that way from east to west across the sky, right? That's the easiest way to figure it out. And look, when you look up, right, the sun is going to be in your face unless it's straight up and down. And then if it's straight up and down, the best way to tell is by looking at your shadow. Look, the shadow is behind me. So if my shadow is behind me, then I'm facing south, right? Because my shadow is on the north side of my body, right? Now, yeah, there's some cactus. Let's see, 8. Is this 8 or 9? I don't know. Let's go with 8, 9. Yes, some cactuses will give you some type of liquid substance. Yes, they will, right? But you understand, cactuses also have spines on them, and some of the cactuses, like the little cholla cactuses, have those little hair spines that once they touch you, they stick to you, and then you're done, dude. Because you got 4 or 5. One time I got a bunch of them stuck right here in the palm of my hand. I had to walk 2 miles back to the truck to get the pliers to pull the damn thing out, right? So, yes, cactuses will give you sustenance, right? But it's not like in the movies. It's not like in the cartoons. You don't cut a cactus open and a gallon of water falls out. No, you got to find one of those pad cactuses and you got to cut one of the pads off, and then you got to suck on it, right? Now, if a smart person, if they knew they had to walk a long ways, they would take 2 or 3 of these pads with them if they were low on water, right? Remember, they got spines on them, so you want to carry them in something. But I mean, now we're out here in the desert. Look, there's trash everywhere. There's always trash everywhere. Look, right there is a plastic bag that you can use to carry your cactus pads in, right, if you're walking along. Let's see, I think we're up to number 10 now, right? Number 10, right? If the sun is going down and you know you're going to be stuck out in the desert for the dark in the nighttime, what you want to do is you want to find a nice, small, comfortable little shaded spot, right? And let the sun go down, right? Understand? Okay, then that way, when it's dark, if you find yourself on a little rise like I am right now, see there's a little rise right there, right? You can walk up to the little rise and you can scan the horizon and you can see if there's any light. Now I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Where there's light, there's people. Because why else would there be a light out in the middle of nowhere, right? If there's light, you want to walk towards the light. At the very least, you're going to find something there. You're going to find something, a paved road, right? A house, a shack, a barn, right? People, right? And then, you know what I'm saying, you're rescued, right? Now, if you're traveling with other people, if there's more than just you and your group, and it should be, because you should never go anywhere without at least a buddy, at least one other person, you know what I'm saying? If you're traveling with a group, right, everybody should stay calm and cool and collected, right? Because arguing doesn't do anything. It makes it worse, right? Fighting amongst yourself, I want to go this way, I want to go that way, I want to go this way. Well, you know what? Right? You should all stay together, because if you did get a hold of somebody and somebody did send a rescue squad out to find you, right? It's easier to find a group than it is to find one person. And if there's 3 or 4 of you wandering around in the desert, you understand, and going this direction or that direction, they're never going to find some of you, and that might not be a good thing, right? Here's a little bonus one. Not all of us are Bear Grylls, understand, or Cody Lundeen, right? A lot of us, right, are just regular people, right? We don't have massive survival skills. We don't walk across Alaska barefoot, Cody Lundeen, right? But what we do have is a brain, right? And that brain works, right? So use your brain to the best of your ability, right? Try to stay away from sticker bushes. These are tumbleweeds, sticker bushes. These things will cut you, scratch you, scrape you, and then now these leaves a blood trail, and believe me, predators, right, they will find you. And if you don't think a coyote won't kill you and eat you, think again, right? If you fouled out and you're passed out and you're bleeding, right, Gila monsters will come look for you, rattlesnakes will come look for you, coyotes will come look for you, eagles, hawks, ravens, birds of prey will come look for you. Right, understand? And they won't wait. It's not, this ain't the movies. They won't wait till you're dead to peck you and bite you and eat you. They'll get you. If you can't move, and if they sense that you're in a weak state, they will get you and they will start eating you. Right? But here, let's go all the way back to the beginning. Number one, the best thing to do if you're stuck out in the desert is to sit right where you're at and wait and use your phone to try to call somebody to help you. Self-rescue is only the next best option. If you don't have any other options, then self-rescue is the only one you got left. So you have to pay attention to what the hell you're doing. Right? Because look, I've only been walking since from over there where those trailer houses are. I'm already sweating. I'm already wanting to take another drink out of my water bottle. Right? But because I'm only going to right there where the road is, and then Mom's house is only 3 blocks from there, right? I know that I can hold out. Right? But doing all this talking has made me breathe hard. It's elevated my blood pressure. It's made my pulse rate increase. Right? It's made me thirsty. Right? See? So doing this kind of stuff is not the best thing to do. Right? This is me, Brian, wandering through the desert talking about desert survival tips and how to keep yourself alive if you get lost. Thank you. Woo.